Hello, Joe here from Infiniti of Tacoma. Today I'm going to tell you about this lovely 2009 Infiniti G37 all-wheel drive coupe that we have for sale. G37 is one of our most popular models. It has been replaced by the Q60, but in many ways the Q60 is a spiritual successor to the G37. If Infiniti ever had a greatest hits record, the G37 Coupe would certainly be on it. And 2019 is a great year for the G37 Coupe because it's the first year that Infiniti's amazing intelligent all-wheel drive system became available on it, which this one's equipped with. It's kind of funny because they had all-wheel drive available on the G35 sedan since 2004, but they finally got to adding all-wheel drive to the Coupe in the 2009 model year. The G37 Coupe was a brand new model for 2008. This one we took it on trade. It's great condition, 88,073 miles. So the previous owner or owners averaged less than 10,000 miles a year. So 88,000 miles is pretty low miles for a 2009 vehicle. And this one is very nicely equipped with features, power and heated front seats. Of course, you have a leather interior, Bose sound system. This one also has a compact flash drive, kind of a little bit antiquated compared to our options these days, but if you do have a compact flash drive disc, you can play up to, I think it's like, I don't know how many, I guess how many files you could fit on that compact flash drive, so you could fit thousands of files on that. And sometimes if you're good with computers, you can actually have a little bit higher quality than like an MP3 file, which isn't as good as quality as CD if you're a little bit of an audio file. So that's kind of a cool thing for certain people, I guess. Dual zone auto climate control. We all love that Infiniti analog clock. Navigation, rear parking camera, moonroof, automatic dimming mirror, universal garage door opener. This one has a tilt and telescoping steering wheel. And this one has a cool feature that Infiniti does not offer anymore. Notice that the whole gauge cluster tilts up and down with the steering wheel. The reason why Infiniti did that is so that when you tilt the steering wheel up and down, it won't obstruct the gauge cluster, which is a common problem. I don't know why they did away with this feature on their products. It was available on many of their products, not just the G37 for a little while. Maybe the manufacturing cost was a little bit too high. I can tell you from a reliability standpoint, I've been with Infiniti for close to 16 years. I haven't seen any of these break, so I don't think failure of these systems was the reason why they just continued it. I think it was just a little bit too expensive to produce versus the benefits they thought it brought to sales. But it's actually one of the only vehicles I've ever seen a gauge cluster that tilts like that on. That's a pretty cool feature. The G37 is built in Japan, so if you do value Japanese build quality, the G37 delivers. It's built on the same platform as the Nissan 350 and 370Z. Pretty much all the sportiest Infinitis we've seen over the last 15 years have been built on this advanced front midget platform. Even to this day, the Q50 and Q60 are still built on this platform. The reason why they call it the advanced front midget platform is they take the engine and they place it as far behind the front axle as possible, so the center of gravity is towards the middle of the vehicle, so it just improves the handling and feel through the corners. Really beautiful lines on the G37. Dual exhaust system. You can tell it's all-wheel drive because it has the X next to its name. It's intelligent all-wheel drive. The reason the way that works is when all-wheel drive is not needed, like in conditions like this, it's going to be 100% of the power to the rear wheels. But as those rear wheels slip, it can send up to 50% of the vehicle's power to the front wheels almost instantly. The reason why they do that is if the all-wheel drive system is constantly working all the time, even in dry conditions like this, when it's not needed, it's going to reduce your gas mileage. And it's going to chew through your tires a little bit faster. So that's why they have that rear-wheel drive bias. And it also gives it the feel of a rear-wheel drive sports car because it is a performance automobile. The heart of the G37 is the award-winning VQ37 engine. If you watch some of my other videos, I go on and on relentlessly about how amazing the engines are, how reliable they are. I have videos of variation of these engines with cars with 200 and 300,000 miles, still running strong. I've heard of owners with variations of these engines that have close to 400,000 miles. 300,000 miles is definitely realistic because the engine's actually designed to have a service life of 300,000 miles. It features maintenance-free timing chain, so you don't have to worry about the cost of replacing with timing belts. Generally in a luxury automobile, timing belts can be an expensive service, and usually you have to do that every 90,000 miles, and it can cost thousands of dollars sometimes, depending on the engine, to replace timing belts. But on the G37, these timing chains are zero maintenance. They don't need to be replaced, inspected, or adjusted, and they're designed to last just as long as the engine, about 300,000 miles. If you're in the market for an affordable performance luxury coupe of all-wheel drive handling, Japanese build quality, and outstanding reliability and durability, the G37 is definitely one to consider. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. Hopefully we see you soon, and have a wonderful day.